Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. Optus denies recent job cuts are behind the nationwide outage. More than 10 million people were affected yesterday, with mobile, internet and landline services all impacted. James Perkins from the Communication Workers Union has told the ABC it comes after the telco axed hundreds of jobs.
Over the last 12 months, Optus has engaged in a systematic reduction of its workforce. We're on our way to almost 600 employees. It comes as no surprise to me that you face these sort of problems.
It hasn't taken long, but the big banks have passed on the latest rate hike to borrowers. The 0.25% jump will be passed on to National Australia Bank and ANZ's home loan customers from next Friday. Westpac's hike will come into effect from November 21. To South Australia, and nearly 400 public schools will be closed or offer a modified program today due to a teachers' strike. These parents have told Seven finding alternative arrangements for their kids hasn't been easy.
A lot of parents, they have to stay home because they got no one to look after the kids.
At the end of the day, it's been going on for a long time. You can blame the teachers or the government or whoever. It just needs to be resolved, really.
I've got 4 boys and a little girl, so it just puts me out a little bit.
Year 12 exams will go ahead as scheduled. Teachers will take their ongoing push for better pay and working conditions to the steps of Parliament House. The Prime Minister is in the Cook Islands for the Pacific Islands Forum. Anthony Albanese has already held face-to-face talks with leaders. He's also acknowledged climate change and the threat of rising sea levels as a real issue for some smaller nations.
We know that Tuvalu is on the front line of climate change, and the impact is certainly felt most acutely.
US Secretary of State Antony Blinken is urging Israel not to reoccupy Gaza at the end of the conflict with Hamas. He's also backed calls at the G7 foreign ministers meeting for a humanitarian pause.
We all agreed that humanitarian pauses would advance key objectives: to protect Palestinian civilians, to increase the sustained flow of humanitarian assistance, to allow our citizens and foreign nationals to exit, and to facilitate the release of hostages.
And Ivanka Trump has been grilled in a New York court in her father's $250 million civil fraud trial. While the former president's daughter is not a co-defendant, she has been forced to testify due to her ties to the Trump organisation. Sport and entertainment is up next. This sports update is brought to you by Ladbrokes, the app that has everything you need to Ladbroke it this spring racing carnival. Imagine what you could be buying instead. For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. At the Cricket World Cup, England have beaten the Netherlands by 160 runs, notching up their second win of the tournament. And in the Women's Big Bash, the Adelaide Strikers and Sydney Sixers both chalked up wins. In entertainment news, former Grey's Anatomy star Patrick Dempsey has been named Sexiest Man Alive by People magazine. The 57-year-old says he's taken aback by the title and at first thought it was a prank. He's hoping it will put the spotlight on his charities. And we won't be seeing Lewis Hamilton drinking champagne on the podium anymore. The Mercedes driver has revealed he has quit drinking. The 38-year-old has been sober for 4 months now and hopes it will help him to get back to his winning ways. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.